Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we have to admit as Kenyans that the most serious threat to William Ruto, it is Dr. Fred Matiang'i. If you check from the polls that were done recently by Infotrack, it indicates clearly that the person close to William Ruto, it is Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Now, another reason as to why Dr. Fred Matiang'i is becoming a threat, it is because of the fact that he has things that William Ruto does not have. Now, first of all, something that Kenyans also have to understand is that William Ruto makes his moves based on the weaknesses that he has. And as we speak today, every move he's making is to ensure that he's fixing his weaknesses. Let me make you understand further about this. When the Gen Zs of this country came out united against the government, what followed is that every move William Ruto made, it was basically meant to manage the Gen Zs, because he knew with that kind of a spirit and movement for 2027, then William Ruto was to go home automatically. The Gen Zs had influence both to the old and the young. So it was very clear that with the Gen Zs united, it was a threat to William Ruto. Now, as we speak today, we all know that William Ruto did a lot to ensure that the Gen Zs are calmed. Town hall meetings, interviews, here and there, engaging people, even ensuring that those serious influencers on X were on his side. We also saw that those leaders that were very key in the movement, like now Kasamel Makora and Morara Kibaso, were all managed very well. So William Ruto basically, he made every move to manage the Gen Zs. Another threat that William Ruto had, it is Raila Amolo Odinga. He ensured that immediately he came into power, Raila Amolo Odinga was well managed. He knew very well that Raila Amolo Odinga could not give him peace. So he ensured Raila Amolo Odinga was very close. Whenever Raila wanted to go and campaign for the AUC, William Ruto was there. He ensured the campaign has been done very well. Whenever Raila Amolo Odinga wanted a development project to be taken to Luo Nyanza, William Ruto was always there. Whenever Raila Amolo Odinga wanted a certain decision to be made in government, Ruto always listened. All these were geared towards ensuring that Raila Amolo Odinga is not given free space to go and sabotage him politically. But the fact remains also, right now Raila Amolo Odinga is no more. When it comes to Western Kenya, we all know that William Ruto lost the Mount Kenya region. The only option he had now is to ensure that he has gotten some votes from Western Kenya and of course from the coastal region, plus also those ones for Northeastern to be increased further. That's why we have the registration that is going on. Those are moves that William Ruto was making to ensure at least he has numbers now that he lost numbers from the Mount Kenya region. A move based on his weaknesses. Now, he has ensured that he has all the top leaders from the Western Kenya region, meaning he can be able to manage the local politics there very well. He has also gone to the coastal region. He has all the top leadership of the coastal region, meaning they can be able to influence some local politics there. That was basically to fix the numbers question, which he lost from the Mount Kenya region, making moves based on his numbers weakness. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why am I talking about Dr. Fred Matiang'i? Why is it that now Dr. Fred Matiang'i is becoming a threat to William Ruto? Already the mood is in the country that William Ruto is not a performer. He promises, he does not deliver. He launches projects right, left and center, which do not commence. And Dr. Fred Matiang'i is known to be a performer. When you have this kind of an idea that Dr. Fred Matiang'i is a performer, there's one thing that comes to the mind of William Ruto. Kenyans can easily prefer him, that's Matiang'i, over him because of one simple thing, track record. And now, when it comes to track record, every move William Ruto is making right now, it is geared towards ensuring that he's managing Dr. Fred Matiang'i successfully. Why am I saying so? When it comes to the story about Singapore, everything is done basically to ensure that Dr. Fred Matiang'i's idea of having performed in education and also ICT is managed. So William Ruto ensures that he has managed very well the question of track record. That's why we are getting the story of Singapore, the story of housing projects being launched right, left and center, and even starting a slogan across asking the people, let the opposition tell us what they can be able to do. He has also gone to an extent where he's now even coming up with a certain fund, which is basically meant to hoodwink the public and ensure that at least there are some projects that are going to be launched or an idea that is going to be brought on board to ensure at least he has told the people of Kenya and they have understood that he is a performer. All these efforts that he's making is to basically to manage Dr. Fred Matiang'i. And now, Matiang'i apparently knows that is his strength. The only problem Matiang'i has is yet to package himself politically. But the fact is, Kenyans at the back of their mind, they know the person who can be able to be better than William Ruto, it is Matiang'i. And the person who can be able at least also to be a threat to William Ruto, it is Matiang'i. So people know very well that Dr. Fred Matiang'i So, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto knows very well that the person he needs to manage it is Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i. And he cannot manage Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i from rhetorics, from stories. He needs to show that he can be able to perform. And I'm telling you, even the road, the Mau Roni Highway, and you can see it very clear that William Ruto is trying his best to ensure that the road from Nairobi all the way to Mau Summit, it is done. Basically, to just tell the people of Kenya that he can perform. So that whenever the campaigns start, the conversation that William Ruto is going to bring on board, it is what you did and what I have done. Now, he is very good at changing conversations in the country when it comes to campaigns. Before, it was about the dynasty and the hustlers. Then he brought something to do with bottom-up economic model. This time around, it's going to bring something like Singapore plus many other things. So these things are packaged basically to ensure that he has managed his most serious threat, Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i, who comes on board with a track record. And if you look at very well in the opposition team, Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i could be the best candidate they have. It's only that there's some tribal aspect which does not favor Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i. Where, as we speak today, if he is not at the ballot, the Kisses will ask, why didn't you go to the ballot? If the Kambas are not on the ballot through Kalonzo Musyoka, the Kambas will ask, why didn't you favor Kalonzo Musyoka? And even if other regions like Western Kenya are also neglected, they will ask the same question. That is why it's going to be very difficult for the opposition. But when it comes to chances where the opposition have unanimously agreed, they're going to support one single candidate, then the best they can have is Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i, because people remember him on specific things and they can easily relate those things to Matiang'i. So William Ruto, to counter Matiang'i, it will not be easy. He cannot lie against him. But when it comes to Kalonzo Musyoka, as I said in another video, he's already finished. There is no way he can revive from that kind of a narrative that William Ruto has started that he cannot perform. Ni ngumu. And Kalonzo Musyoka is yet to come out clearly and show the people what he had done. I wish he could have come out and explained to the people of Kenya that even if I did not do tangible projects, this and that, it is what I did at that time. And when I look at all this scenario, whereby it is just one person who is remaining for the opposition side for William Ruto to deal with, then I am strongly convinced that we are not lucky as a country. We were supposed to have alternatives within the opposition, such that even if William Ruto wants to counter this one, the other one can still come on board. That's why even I'm asking if it could be possible, let them expand the opposition and have someone like Ndindi Nyoro on board, have people like Irungu Kang'ata, people who can be able at least to bring substance on board. I don't know what is your take, but I strongly feel this is where the position is right now. They need to work hard and ensure that if it is Matiang'i, they have protected him. If it is Kalonzo, they have elevated him. If it's Gachagua, they have at least ensured that he's safe. On the comment section, share with me on what you think. My name is Abel Mokwa. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly remember to subscribe.